Good evening. I know it's late, 7:45 Pacific time here at Dent time. As you can tell, we're here. I am actually shooting a beginner series video, a new series to help you beginners, you strugglers, you techs who've possibly have been to other PDR training, or maybe you're doing this on your own and you're just lost. Right? So let me help you understand, number one, about tools, because we're going to talk about these specific tools that you see right there. All right. Now, not a lot of tools, but we are going to get a little bit more specific about that. I'm going to talk about it. Matter of fact, you see these tools right here? We're going to be giving those away for Black Friday. That's right. We're going to be giving those away for Black Friday. And I'm going to be doing some tool demos too throughout the day this week, here and there. I don't have a set schedule for that, but don't miss the Black Friday sale that we're going to have and the tool giveaway. Matter of fact, the Black Friday is already going on denttrainer.com. My name is Mike Toledo. If you are new to PDR, maybe you're lost, you're struggling, I can definitely help you out. I think you're going to like the content that I have to offer, and I think you're going to really appreciate the honesty about buying tools. There's something I mentioned to my students or anybody, right? If let's just say you had all the money, all the cash you wanted, right? Matter of fact, two people had all the cash that they wanted, right? And one just says, you know what? Well, how about this? They said, Mike, I'm going to listen to you. The other one says, I'll listen to you, but I'm not going to probably do exactly what you say. Let's just say this guy, he has all the money and he buys $7,000 worth of PDR tools. Good ones too. Anson, Ultra, PDR Finesse, Dent Craft, the whole 9 yards of those tools. And they are all fantastic tools. Or maybe you buy a lot of the off-brand stuff. But if I give a student three main tools, a light, tap down, and paddle, chain, but like I said, three main tools. And the other guy has, let's say, a 70 tool piece set. The person who has the least amount of tools will be the most focused. The person who has the most amount of tools will be confused, will be not giving themselves enough time to develop, to learn PDR, because they're going to go from one tool to the next tool to another tool and then one tool, right? These tools right here that I'm going to show you, that's pretty much all you're going to need to practice and perfect PDR, except this guy right here. That's my little pointer. So what we're going to talk about, because the new series is all just about these tools right here. I don't know why I got a little lag on here, but anyways, I'll try to, maybe it's because my camera here is set to too much of a thing. I won't try to go too much. I'm having a little bit of lag. I think my camera setting's off, so that's good. This is a dry run anyways. So this is your door lord right here. This is your whale tail. This is your double bend soft tip, right? Or double bend screw on tip. All these tools right here, you're gonna be able to get at Anson. This is the Gorilla Grip. The reason why I recommend this one right now is because you can screw on the other side and it'll become a T-handle, or you can take this and put it on this side right here. This side, I am 100% sure that if you just work with three tools and this light behind me, this Elimadent light that you see right here, this has 1/8 inch lines. We can switch it out. We can put 1/4 inch lines. We can put 1/2 inch lines. You got the whole 9 yards. It's the new updated version 2 Mike Toledo series light. It's got the automatic suction cup here. It's so bright, I almost have to wear sunglasses with it. So it is a fantastic bright LED line board light, or hey, you want to use it as a fog light, you can do that too, because all you need to do is just put a straight lens in it. So what's up, Joshua? How you doing, buddy? And so Joshua's been a big time supporter. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you, man. And George, how you doing, man? Houston, Texas. Yeah, freaking, it's hot out there. I know that. It can be hot out there. Hope you guys had a lot of hail too. What a fox. Hello, Sensei. What's going on? I'm here to answer some questions too. So if you guys want to ask some questions, please do. I am filming this on from the very basics, even taping your tool, looking at the dent right, tapping down, opening it up, like keeping it clean. I mean, this series is like, it's already almost edited. So I'm hoping it will be very, very on time for the launch on Black Friday or that weekend of Black Friday. So you on Dent Trainer will be able to watch it, and you can purchase it outright, or you can actually, if you have a subscription, it will be inside of your subscription right there. My wife always calls me on the live. I always forget to tell her, but somehow she smells that I'm live and she will call me. If she calls me, you're going to hear me talk to her live right now. He said, let's see here. What'd you say? What a fox. He says, I'm going to pick up the whale tail on Anson. Yeah, I recommend the whale tail. It is a 27-inch tool. I think that's what it is. Yeah. And 20, almost 30. It's 28 inches from edge to the hub. Is there actually work in the panel industry? I left it doing care work, way much more money than wait, is there actually work in the panel industry? Oh, yeah. PDR, you mean? I'm sure. Yes. Heck yeah, especially in the retail market. I just bought a line board screen for my new light system. Well, good. Congratulations there, buddy. Yeah, you'll like it. 1/8-inch lines are pretty much the way to go, in my opinion, if you really want to see detail. But however, it can overwhelm you. And I go over that as well in that series too. So don't worry, I did not leave anything unturned. You guys will have a very good understanding of what to understand and why you're buying this set. This set's going to be there available for you at Anson. And if you want to pick and choose something similar to that, you can go and pick. Most of these dent companies like PDR Finesse, Dent Craft, Ultra, they all have similar tools. But I created just an easy way for you just to click a button and then you can buy it without worrying about buying a huge toolkit. Because if you're practicing, this is all you're going to need. You don't want to buy huge budget and then not even know how to use them. So we're going to go over all that. Hey, from NorCal, I can't afford the in-person class, but excited to learn as much as possible. Always have been interested in PDR. We don't have much of any PDR in my area. Well, I wish people would have their name, man, because it's hard for me to pronounce the Sheik. Okay, yeah, just if you go on Dent Trainer, and you go watch Ground Zero PDR training. Right there is just the best way to start. Now, it is a little bit overwhelming because I shot that maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and I do go over each tool, like a lot of tools that would work in different scenarios on the panel, so you have a great idea of understanding why you're using or why you would purchase those tools for the different applications on each panel. So that is a great way to start. Plus, there's links there. Some of them might not be current because these tool companies sometimes change their links. So if that happens, just give me a holler and I'll update it too. But in this new series coming out, you'll have the new updated version of that. So I appreciate the questions and stuff too. So you guys can keep shooting. And I'm not going to demo anything tonight, but I am going to be demoing this week. And then Black Friday, I'll do a couple demos, but I really want to start doing it between the days because of the tool companies who sent me the tools. I want to show like a PDR. You saw already a couple of them, PDR Tools and demos. So that series has been coming out live, and I don't have a schedule. I'm just sorry. That's just me. So if you're not a subscriber, don't want to miss the lives. Make sure you click the subscribe and get notified. That way, when I go on, and I usually go on for about an hour. So don't forget to get notified there. Okay. I couldn't decide on 1/4 inch or smaller lines, so I'm going to get both. I would do the same thing. If you get an Elimadent light, you can easily switch the lenses in and out. That's my thing. I actually talk about 1/2 inch for big damage, and then 1/4 inch, and then 1/8 inch lines for the finishing. So you really can't go wrong. Tony, what's going on from Australia? Well, how you doing there, dog? So I hope it's starting to get hot out there right now. So it's opposite time in Australia because I train a guy and he tells me, man, it is blazing hot over there. Well, it's starting to be. So your December is like July over here, I guess. So stay cool out there, buddy. Was going to pick up the 30 to 36 inch whale tail to reach in those brace points and small areas. I would try to get, like this is a 28 inch. I would get the 28. I wouldn't get too long because what happens is that when you're putting it in, right, you don't want to be hitting the top of this right here. Don't get me wrong. You want to get variety of whale tails, but this is 1 1/8 inch wide right there. You see, let me put this down for a second. 1 1/8 wide. Come on, focus, buddy. It wants to do my, it wants to, look at, all right, here. It wants to, oh, Sony camera's not acting up today, huh? There you go. So that is, look at the edges. It's not very sharp. Watch out for whale tails that are really sharp on the edges because you'll do some crazy damage, okay? This is 1 1/8 inch, very thin. It's your average, as my kids would say, it's mid, right? 6, 7. So meaning that it's not the smallest and it's not the widest. It's pretty much going to get you most of the time, okay? About 6 out of 7 times you're going to be able to get to the brace factor. You will need a variety of different whale tails, but master one at a time so you understand what you really need, right? So this is what these tool videos are going to be about. So good question though, all right? Practice, heat and lines. Yes, you got to do it. Listen, guys, like it's not about like, you know, I know most of you try to watch on YouTube and you see good stuff, right? Including mine or a lot of good texts. I heck, half the people I know that are teaching or showing are my friends as well. But nothing is like consecutive, right? No, there's nothing gets you from point A to point B. It takes a lot of time, right? Sure, we get paid on YouTube and we get for views and whatnot, but to really, really be like guided step by step, Dent Trainer is the way to go, right? That's hours and hours of video. You guys can, the serious people will invest in themselves, right? The people who, you know, contemplate and try to do it the longest way end up either quitting or you get there way longer. So I recommend checking out Dent Trainer. Take advantage of the Black Friday specials as well, okay? I can tell that's Korean, but I'm not quite sure what that is. So I wish I had a translation here. So, all right. So Locks of Dice, what's going on, dude? Jose Gonzalez. What's up, Jose? What's happening, dude? I can't, like, I'm going to try to, like, I can tell it's going to get busy here. Just got a Elimadent light. And since the last live, wow, good, congratulations. They just released the Mike Toledo version 2. I think it's out right now. So I actually giving one of those lights away as well. Mary, my wife, will be here. She's going to be in charge of all the giveaways. If you're here live, don't forget to be here live. But you can only win if you are a current subscriber to Dent Trainer, if you're a member. Don't wait till that day and then we do the lives because she will only check it like every 2 hours from there. So make sure you get it in before Friday. That way she creates that list and she starts looking for it. And then we do the drawings. And then if you're in the live as well and you're already in it, we will check it right there to make sure that you are good. And then bang, you win that prize. So I think you guys are going to love it just like this. So we're going to do a little kind of demonstrations and all that good stuff. So yeah, he said crack. Yeah, you're right, Maxie. All right, Mike had a question on those spring tap downs. Are they worth getting them? Oh man, good question, man. Yeah, actually I got a couple right here. So the latest ones, most people like them. I like them too. I would say 80% of the people like these tap downs. What I like, the newest one, there's a semi stainless steel one right here. Okay, it's pretty heavy, right? A good heavy. My favorite is the ultimate full stainless steel. Let me get that out of the way here. Here it goes again. It's like likes my face here. I don't know why. Here, I'll do this one. All right. Does not want to be. It goes, oh, there it goes. See that? Dude, this thing is legit, super legit, super heavy. Is it worth getting? Yes, I do. And they actually made the spring more, shall I say, tougher, like has more resistant. I fumble my words sometimes on this, but it has a lot more give, like feedback, not just the normal spring of ding, ding, ding. It's not saying the other one was like that, but to answer your question in short, yes, it's 100% worth it. You will love it. You will like it a lot. I like the heavier ones too. It's just I don't have to swing the paddle as much on the heavier one. And also it's fantastic for aluminum. So when you do aluminum, you're not smacking it as hard. So yeah, I recommend getting them. The stainless steel ones I think are kind of hard to get. I hopefully they have them in there, but I know a lot of you guys are waiting for Black Friday for a lot of these tool companies. And matter of fact, check it out. Stuckey Tools, Carbon Tech, Elimadent, Anson, Dent Craft, Ultra, PDR Finesse, Willey Quick Tools, Dent Reaper. I mean, we're going to be talking about all those tools and showing them too as well. So check them out. So 28 is perfect size for general purpose starting point. I would get for the whale tail, yes. For almost between 24 and 30. Great. I don't recommend getting to 30 if you're brand new for a double bend screw-on tip tool because you really want to use it for everything, right? You want to use it for the door. If it's too long, you're going to hit this and you're going to scratch the crap out of this thing right here. So you don't want it too long. And when you do a fender on a lower car, you don't want your hand hitting the ground either. So 24, it's something like this to 26 inches is probably the best bet. This is a double bend screw-on tip tool from Anson. That's actually a 3/8 too, which is fantastic for going down the doors. It's not too wide. 7/16 can be a little bit thick, but it's really rigid. So the 3/8 has a little bit of give, but enough to do the doors and minor stuff on the front fenders and practice on the hoods. So yeah. That's another one too. Jared, if you saw his flat bars, matter of fact, if you want to hold on just a quick second, I want to talk about, he's going to give 2 away. I'm going to show this to you. Thank you, Jared, too, buddy. Thanks for reminding me, too. I had it written down. Let me grab it. Okay. We got it here somewhere. Where did I put it? Great. Someone took, my tech had my flat bar here somewhere. Oh, man. Yeah, Jared, I was just teaching, so I don't know where. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Let me grab it. You guys stay here. I'll get your questions too, okay? Don't worry. I'll get your questions here. Let me put this back on the lens, camera. Okay. All right, so this is the flat bar. Of course, you can put an extension here, but you also have a tip you can put on here. Gosh dang camera, I swear this freaking thing does not like. He's like, I don't want to focus on you. How's that? There you go. I'm gonna start getting out of the way. So you can put a screw-on tip here. You can also he has a sled that comes on here too as well. Like you got a body line on the door. You come through here, you put one of these plastic tips on there, you got all the power for these things. This is like my 6-man. Meaning like this is like, I use this tool a lot. At least like a lot to me is like 5-6 times a week, easy, right? Maybe more, but it's usually heavy, dense body lines, front fenders, things like that. It's really fantastic for the door. So we're giving away 2 of these. Thanks, Jared. Appreciate you, dude. Giving away 2 of those. So changed my Pro PDR to Elimadent because it didn't hold on cars in cold weather, and Elimadent auto suction is the best I've ever seen. Yes, it is. You're very right. It's very reliable. I don't really like to put suction cups on cars. I have a stand, and I have the Medusa that Elimadent makes that you put it on the pole, right? He's coming out with another. I've been talking to him and saying, hey, are you considering making a pole for us mobile techs or the shop techs so we don't have to put it you know, on a certain pole, because the pole system is great. It's kind of outdated. So if you are going to put a suction cup on it, and this is a car that we're borrowing here, I recommend putting it on the window if you can. If you can. The reason why is because some customers are a little frantic, right? A lot of people have ceramic coating, and if you don't have an auto suction cup, usually if you have a regular suction cup, it can fall off, right? And that doesn't look good in front of a customer. So that's why I keep suction cups off my client vehicles as much as possible. Only when I'm working on a hood, I wipe it down, I wipe the suction cup down, then I apply it, and I make sure that I buff it, and I make sure that there's no swirl marks left or any scratches after I get done, because it can happen, ladies and gentlemen. So be careful with that, okay? Let's see here. Appreciate you, Maxie. Yeah, the double bends are great for the body lines with the soft tip. 100%. Cool. We're getting some people here. I appreciate you guys on here. You know, it's on a Sunday night. Like some of you guys might be 11 o'clock at night, and obviously Australia is like, I don't know what time it is over there. So you guys, Vasant, thank you. How you doing? How you doing? What does it have a lot of leverage with that flat bar? Does it have a lot of leverage? Oh, absolutely. Yep. That's if you're in the PDR and you're doing PDR and you have a budget for the flat bar and you don't have one yet, it's like one of your must-haves. It definitely is in the top 10 tools for sure. I would get probably top 5 in my opinion. So, but you know, you're gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do a video just on the flat bars. Okay. And the other one another company makes one. It doesn't bend as much, but it's reliable. It's good. It's from CarePoint. I think that's the closest one to Jared's, but Jared's has, you know, double-sided, right? This one, if you take this, I can't take this off for some reason. Here we go. So with this flat bar, right, on his, it's the threads coming off on this one. On his, if you have a crease going across this tip right here, that tip right there is fantastic for freaking pushing out creases, pushing out center pits. It's very forgiving. Jared did a good job on this right here. And you have to understand too, you can actually reverse pull, meaning you can go get under those truck beds or those Tacomas, and then you put this tool like this, and you put your tip here, and you reach up underneath the quarter pounder of the bed, and then now you're pulling, right? You're pushing against that crappy, hard, high-strength steel freaking Toyota metal. This shines in there. So you're going to get a ton of leverage with that thing. So, and very strong. Very strong. Hi, Mike from Montreal. Yeah, I see that. Debosselage, FP. I probably butchered that. So, but thanks for joining us tonight. All right. So, what are sand pits? You know what? I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever used that term, sand pits. Maybe I did, but I don't quite know. But you're talking like no, I'm not going to guess. So be a little more specific if you can, please, buddy. Scott, Hawaii's in the house, dude. How you doing, buddy? Tell Dent Jordan I said hi, man. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. So yeah, Scott's a good friend of mine out there in Hawaii. I hang out with him. He's got a cool shop out there. It is, and I see him every July generally. Dude, I didn't hook up with you last July, man. I was out there too. So anyhow, I'll be there again. What else I'm going to mention? So tools, going back to tools, right? If you're just joining me, I'm talking about these tools right here. I'm going to get a little bit more. I don't know why. Why are we so? Let me see why am I so jittery, man? Make sure we got this here. Am I still jittery? Yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. These are some of the tools. Look, this is all you're going to need. besides the light. You got your soft tips right here. You got your Anson soft tip right there. You got your plastic midpoint. I can zoom in a little bit too if you want. What else I'm trying to do here? Let me zoom in a little bit. I don't have a helper here. So Uncle Mike tries to do his best right there. Set. So you got the soft tip, smaller soft tip, midpoint. Actually, that's a slide and glide tip. That right there is a midpoint, right? That I talk to people all the time. I say use this for body lines and finishing, right? Oh, and this one, same thing. Do not use this. Don't use this one on any body line. You can use this on aluminum, but don't use it on, a lot of people go to this too soon and they chew the hell out of their friggin' dent. They just destroy it. These should be a no-no. These are your training wheels right here, these plastic tips. You got your extensions. This is the most, I would say, used soft tip in the industry. It's called the R4, made by Dent Craft. It comes, you can get the caps that come with it, but this is technically, everyone thinks the whole thing is R4. It's not. This tip is the R4, this metal tip. The cap goes on top of it, so make sure you get the rubber cap that goes with them. This one, this little guy right here, this is called the metal morph tip. It's softer than this one, smaller, shorter. You can actually use it great for tapping, same with this one. This one right here, the slide and glide, beautiful for body line dents. And if you have a 45-degree angle, 30-degree angle tip, like double bend soft tip, or excuse me, angled screw-on tip, this shines. We're not going to talk about that right now, but this one for body lines and for dragging your dent, dragging the tip of this on the dent, that works fantastic right there, okay? So let's see what else I got here. All right, let me back this up here. Okay, there we go. I was like, what the hell is going on? This thing's tripping out right here. Your door lord, of course, right here. You guys know this one, right? That door there, I'll just show it to you here. Let me just show you here. The door lord. I used to have an Ultra. I still have Ultra too. It was more thinner, a little bit shorter. And I called that my Mo Money because for a long time, it was Mo Money every time I picked it up. And I would call this, this is the door lord, right? They asked me, they say, hey, Mike, what would you want to call this? And I said, dude, this is the door lord, man. It's like the king of the lords of the doors, man. It is friggin' a fantastic tool because it's more thicker here and tapered right here down, even to that sharp edge. All right. People think, oh, do I need sharps? You can. It's always better to have a a sharper tool, but you can finish with this tip. You can finish, absolutely you can finish with it. Let me see you one more time here. See if it'll do it. Yeah. Look how thin that is. All right. Great tool. So look out for that series. It's coming out. Vasant, hello from Colorado Springs. What's going on, guys? What's happening? Hey, I just want to give you guys a heads up. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, buddy. I'm not sure if you know who he is. I think you do. Most of you do because you guys follow me. But Joe Garcia, right? We're going to be doing some lives together. Live training. Like, Joe, he's freaking detailed as a mofo. So if you're into that detail, you're into that nooks and crannies, because you should be, because that's part of it, right? You'll definitely want these lives, okay? Details coming in the future, okay? That you will really like it. We already shot some things about R&I. the most common vehicles and things like that. And we're going to keep doing those type of ones too. But you guys definitely in for a good treat in the future too. So R4 is clutch. Yes. Okay. I need to pick up some extra cherry caps and galaxy caps. Yep, you should. Okay. And then Michael Duff, what's happening, dude? Those door lords are legit. I've made money with those. Yeah. Heck yeah, you know it. The door lord in Germany, like €650, and it's a lot, sadly, for the 3-door tools. I will save up for them. Same with the Dent Reaper tool that are pointy and sharp. Like, I know. And for some of you guys, I get it, man. Like, it's, you know, it's super pricey for where you guys are at. And, you know, and this has nothing, it's not pointing fingers at anybody, but, you know, people who don't see the value in something, they see it as expensive, and other people see it as an investment, right? I trained a guy from Dominica, right? He just left. And I know in that country, they definitely, you know, what they can get for detail and what they get for this and what that they get for this is a lot cheaper over there, right? And they don't make nearly as much money as here in the United States or in other decent countries, right? But for somehow, some way, he committed and he invested in himself. And guess what? He doesn't even wait for me. He's out there. He's telling me, Mike, I go out there and I see people with, because he says over there they drive a lot of motorcycles and mopeds and stuff because it's so crowded, right? And people are going through between the cars and sliding creases across the car. So when he came back for training again, he wanted to make sure he understood the creases. But you know what he does to get business? he goes up to the cars and freaking, as he's on his motorcycle, and say, hey, here's my card. And here's he's already made his money, like not all of it, but he's made $6,000 since the last time. He didn't wait for opportunity. He went and got it. And he didn't think about that. He invested himself and he went out there and did it. So you guys in the beginners too, it's not just about training too, by the way. You have to understand how to market yourself. And if you don't understand that half, even if you're good, you're going to struggle. So make sure you are on top of your game for learning the business aspect of it. You know, I got into the video game, like doing videos, editing in 2005. And I'll tell you a quick story. So a friend said, or a guy I trained, he said, hey, I got this guy named Bira, and he does videos and he can edit for you and put it on YouTube. I was like, well, what the hell is YouTube? I think it was 2004, something like that. He goes, oh, you go on, you put it on your channel and you have your own channel. It's like a TV channel. Really? He's like, yeah. And so I called him. He goes, yeah, I'll shoot a video with you. And he was filming me, right? And I went over to his place and he said, yeah, we can edit right now. I was like, wait a minute, you can edit? He's like, yeah, I want you to do a voice over. And I was so nervous, right? I did the video. But I was blown away that you can actually control, right, what people know about you and what you want to convey and the message you want. And it started right there. I was so blown away. And I was like, what kind of freaking computer is that? Like, I'm never like, what is that? He goes, it's Apple. And I was like, wait, didn't Apple go out of business like in the 70s? He's like, no. It's the new series called the Mac. And so I was just so taken back. And so he put that video on YouTube. And a few weeks later, he's calling. He's like, Mike, it's going viral, man. It's going crazy. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, look at it. So I go to look at it, and I'm seeing all these comments. Like, it's going crazy. But they're bad comments. It's like, hey, he's humping the dent out. Oh, man, look at him. He's effing this dent out. Like, look at him. I was like, what the hell are they talking about? I paid attention more because all I saw was me, you know, kind of working the dent out. But then I looked at the reflection and realized he actually filmed in the reflection, he didn't film the light. He filmed the reflection of my zipper of my crotch in the reflection. So as I'm pushing the dent, you could see the reflection, and you can see this in the reflection, like this. It's going in and out, and the dent's getting smaller, right? As the reflection is going in and out, in and out. And I told Beard, I said, hey, you need to take that off. He goes, what? Why? I said, because, man, people are freaking making fun of it. And they said that I'm humping the dent out. And he goes, no way, Mike, I'm going to leave it up. It's freaking doing great. That's what you want. I say, take it down. So he took it down. To this day, I regret that because it was my first video and I wanted to reflect on that. But the moral of the story is like, you never know like what people are interested in and how they'll look at it. And it came to my interest that it's a perspective of what people see about you and how you do it. The journey isn't just about learning. It's about promoting. It's about being, you yourself, right? Don't try to be a Mike Toledo personality. Don't try to be a Bryce Kelly. Don't be trying to be like all these different people that you see on YouTube. Make sure you are genuine with yourself. Even if you're nervous, that's the best part about being genuine, right? People see it, that you're trying to be yourself, and they can see it when you're not. So make sure you concentrate on your video just as much as you do practicing or getting better, or practice on perfecting and telling a story with your videos, and make sure it's engaging. But be happy and be fun that you're doing it, because people will see it as well. And one last thing, if you don't believe in your service, you don't believe in the value, neither will your customers. So make sure that you have a good value system that you believe in, so your customers will too. So I'll get back to the comments, okay? Investment. What's up, Jimmy? Jimmy from British Columbia. Yes, I see it as investment into myself, but customers don't. Yeah, listen. Also, another thing too. So, right, you have a choice. Like customers are kind of like it's like they're like fish, right? If you don't have the right bait on your hook, you're gonna get the wrong clients, right? You have to tell people if you're doing a dent. You have to tell people, don't be afraid. Hey, this dent costs $500 to $700 on average. Hey, this dent over here costs $195 to $275. Hey, this dent over here costs $500 to $600. What are you doing? You're getting rid of the customers that would never want to be your customer anyways, or the ones who just thought you were super cheap. But then you get the ones who are like, I want to go to that guy. I just saw him do that big dent. Okay, cool. I'm educated with it. He did a great job educating me and showing me how it was done. I feel very comfortable with him. I'm going to go with him. And then there's people that just won't call you because it's not that you're expensive. They just can't afford it. Keep that in mind. Just like Louis Vuitton. I can't afford their handbags. Every time my wife wants one, it's not they are expensive. Get me wrong. But the main reason is I can't afford it, because there's lots of people who can afford it more than me constantly on those things. So you got to look at yourself in that manner too. Okay. Yep. You got to invest in yourself. Okay. Not going to stop me to leave my card or walk up to talk to a potential customer. That's what you got to do, man. Like, you got to do what you got to do. Right. I've learned the hard way, but learned that Google reviews people respond to, and it's bridge of trust. That's right. 100%. So, and that was Michael Duff. You do a great presentation, Mike. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Dan, appreciate you, G. I really do. Thank you. And this is off the cuff too. I don't have any ad lib. I just say from whatever. Look, I really know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like. I know it's like to quit and just say, man, am I going to make it, man? Like, did I make the right choice? And I know what it's like to do it again 6 times and realize, why did I not just do it right the first time, right? Why didn't I just take the time? So thank you. Appreciate that, man. So, hey, Mike, our Kentucky truck plant picking dents right this minute and watching you. Oh, snap. Right on, dude. Thank you. Right on. Thanks, buddy. Hi, Mike. I'm a big fan of yours. More power and God bless. Art Santos. Thanks, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that, and happy holidays to you. I know you might not be in an area where you're Thanksgiving, but hey, happy holidays, man. Merry Christmas. Okay. At Kentucky Truck Plant picking dents right now. Gosh, dang, so you work at that 24-hour shift kind of thing? Like you guys have different shifts, working all the way around the clock. So good for you, man. Michael, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, Mike. God bless, brother. Appreciate you, Michael. Back at you guys, man. Listen, this isn't gonna be a crazy long one, but I hope this gave you a little bit insight. Look out for that video series coming out. I'm trying to get my butt done and edit it as best I can and get it out for you guys. But if I don't have it all done, I will be releasing parts of it. I did the Door Lord series already, the Door Lord part, and all the details in between, setting up your board, looking at the lines, tapping down, switching sides, deeper dents. Like it's detailed. So I think you guys will really like it. Don't forget Black Friday. On Black Friday, we are going to have tool giveaways. Sign up, because that's the only way you're going to qualify. If you want to participate, go ahead. If you win and you're not on Dent Trainer, well, you forfeit the prize. So someone else will win it. So we will make sure that prize is going to go to somebody who's already a current member. So don't forget. By the way, if you sign up for a subscription, you get $100 credit to Anson automatically. So if you do it right now, you get an email. You have to fill out a form. Christina will send you credit to your app. Okay? So I hope you guys are having a great week. Hasta la vista. And I'll try to get out of here. I hate leaving without reading some comments, but after these comments, I'm going to be out of here. Okay? Gilbert, how you doing, dude? Another thing too is, if you ever see me at MTE, do not be afraid to come up and say hi to me. I never will neglect saying hi back to you. I might be in a hurry somewhere, but I will never tell you I don't have time to say hello or just to have a conversation with you. So please, I hope to see you at Mobile Tech Expo too in late January here next year, or coming up in a couple months. What's the best screw-on tips for the 5/16? 5/16, you know what? It's pretty much the same factor for all of those tools. So, it just depends on where you're working. 5/16, that's kind of a bigger one, but it's the same kind of factors, okay? And soft tip, midpoint, slide and glide, pretty much the same normal ones. It depends on what you're working on too. You're the man, Mike. Have a good Thanksgiving. Ben here. Thank you. Appreciate you. Austin Carr, what's crack-a-lacking? Okay, Door Lord Sharp need, Mike. I'm not sure if we have some Sharps to give away, but we have some regular Door Lords, and we do have some Dent Reapers, all right? With Dent Reapers, the Kratos. Like, you haven't seen those? Heard of those? Those are great coming out, man. Matt, hasta la vista, buddy. Gilbert, have a good evening, dude. And Mike, what's the brand you dislike working on the most? I don't have a brand, like a main brand. I don't have any of those I don't like. I will tell you right off the bat, don't do Amazon, don't do eBay stuff, don't do the Temu PDR tools, like the rods and those tools. They will flex like crazy, and they will break if you're putting a lot of pressure on it and they snap in the panel. You're gonna crack that paint. Hasta la vista. So be careful, especially those little smaller wire ones. Okay, so I don't have any kind of preference. I don't have any bad tools that I don't like from these tool companies. Some are like preference of better than others, and it's very subjective, right? So yeah. Sign it up. Adrian, thanks, dude. I hope you're going to get that $100 credit there too. I got regular Door Lords. That's the first ones I would get, man. God bless back to you, buddy. No car brand. Okay. Oh, car brand. Oh, dude, I hate Dodge, dude. I despise that car. Dodge Challengers, Dodge Chargers, dodge everything. The paint sucks on it. The bracing stinks. The challengers on the quarter panels suck. The body lines suck. They don't call it a challenger for no reason. In fact, I own a challenger myself. My kids knocked over an e-bike on the quarter panel. It stayed in my shop for 2 weeks for me to look at it. And my friend Jared sent me a X-ray diagram of where to go, because those that quarter panel is not easy to get into, not easy. And I did have to drill under my own quarter panel, take the wheel off, take the liner off, and drill in one of this precision spot right there so I can get that dent out. And it was bad too. It's on Dent Trainer. Look it up. It's on the Dodge Challenger right there. It is on Dent Trainer, and it shows you the diagrams, and it shows you where I went and made that access point. So I think you'll like it. All right. I'll stay here until you guys keep talking, man. That says how Dent Reaper is clutch. Heck yeah, it is. All right. I love watching your videos. Gilbert, thanks, bud. Appreciate the support. Throw on the gaffer's tape. Yep. Federico. Hello, hola, Mike. What's the best light for lines? Ooh, that's subjective, right? Like, okay, Stuckey Tools has one. The Elimadent version 2, Mike Toledo series right here. You have this one right here. This light. This is at 1/8 inch lines, and the lens slides in and out. I mean, this is a good choice. Stuckey is a good choice. There is no like hardcore dedicated light. It's mainly 98% fog oriented, but Elimadent and Stuckey they're paying attention. Like they know that more and more people like lines. Even if you're a fog guy, throwing some lines here, it's good for as a cross check, man. It's really, really good. So you guys can just slide this lens in and out and put your own lens back and forth. And it has slots, that you can bring it back down closer to the light or further away. With lines, I like it further away because it diffuses the light a little bit better. And the new version has the suction cup on there too. So yeah, it's a good question. But those two tool companies, probably the best I would get there. Subaru, for me, it's like soda can. It sure is. It can't. Yeah, they used to be the worst on pulling paint. So, but Dodge all around holds the crown right now. Thanks, Mike. You most of the videos going to have to watch the repost. Yeah, check it out. You'll like it. We were going over some of the tools and a little bit of story and stuff like that. I think you'll find it interesting. And don't forget the Black Friday, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the Black Friday is still going on right now, and it'll go to Cyber Monday. $100 credit from Anson, tool giveaways, and you get, even if you don't have to be present for the tool drawing, okay? So you don't have to be there live, but you will, if you're live, then you get to win live prizes. So, but you have to be a member. So that is the only qualification. That's the only rule to win, okay? Stuckey makes newer white magnetic light. That's badass. Yes. Yep. You're right, Michael. Stuckey, I love that dude, man. He is one of the nicest guys you're going to meet too as well. You need to talk to him. His name's Carl Stuckey. Him, a great personality, just a cool dude, been with me since day one, and I can't say enough about him. So you definitely go out there and support him, and he has more than just lights too as well. My light is awesome. Definitely the best investment. It's cool. All right. I'm going to stop it right there. I appreciate you guys. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We'll see you definitely Friday. But just watch out for the live videos coming out here and there until then. Okay? Have a good night. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Take care.